Yo, listen to this, guys. This is really important, and this is why my channel is called Daniel Always Wins. Now, I might change the name of the channel in the future or whatever, but the reason why it is that right now is because when you talk about winning, you can get very, very technical. You can get, preferential. You can talk about what this person thinks it is, what this person thinks it is. And I want to just get straight to the point, guys. I find winning is balance. When you see people that are only winning at one thing in life, they're never happy, guys. And at the end of the day, I saw it was an interview of Dan Pena on Logan Paul's podcast, and um, what's it called? Logan Paul was like, "How do you define success?" And then Logan Paul said, "This is how I define success." He was like, "It's financially and how happy you are." And then Dan Pena's like, "Well, I don't count happy because whatever. There's only a couple things that people actually measure in life, and money is obviously one that people measure." But Logan Paul, I kind of agree with them both, right? I agree with Logan Paul. Being happy is important. Now, um, what makes you happy might make another person happy too, but it also might make another person not happy. And happiness isn't the only thing that also comes into winning. See, like if you have a girlfriend and you have $1 billion business, or let's say you have a wife and you have $1 billion business, and you are pretty happy with your wife, pretty happy, right? Pretty happy, and you think that, well, I got that covered, but then a thought pops into your head about another girl, and you say, no, that's normal, like that's normal or whatever, right? Well, maybe your wife didn't fulfill all your needs. Oh, no, 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 it's natural that I have those thoughts. Or you optimize for that one business, but and you make $1 million or $1 billion from it, but there's something that you always wanted to do, but you sacrifice for that business. Look, the billionaire on paper is winning. The billionaire on paper is winning. But at the end of his life, when it all goes away, he might find that he actually was losing. Do you understand? So you have to be honest with yourself, regardless of what the world says, regardless of what people say, right? Regardless, no matter what they say, because everybody will always say that you're wrong in some way, shape, and form. So you have to really, really grind it down to what actually are you after, and what actually do you need a little bit of in your life, right? Okay, let's say there's all these extremes, right? There's all these extremes, and there's a different time and a different place. But I'm gonna tell you this much: if I look back at my life at the things that actually really made me happy, well, I'm gonna tell you, there was a lot of times where I was very, 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 very happy with friends. And at this point in time in my life, I don't have many friends because I sacrificed them to get something else because I fear the 9 to 5, right? And so I'm like, okay, well, let me go for this over here and then forget the friends for a little bit to guarantee that I don't have to go into the 9 to 5. But sacrificing the friends may have taken a toll on my happiness to the point where it's making it harder for me to succeed. So really, really look at this. Sometimes you have to get rid of your friends because they're holding you back. But you have if having friends was a good part of your homeostasis and what actually made you happy, you need to build back some different friends in a different way, in a different circle, that are maybe higher thinkers and stuff. But you need to get on that. I also look back at my life and I see some of the happiest times were in the past few years when I was running game, talking to girls. And you could say, yeah, but it's better when girls come to you once you already made it, once you have money, once you have this, once you have that, then it's better, right? Then like it's the right frame, and they treat you the best. They have like the best vibe towards you. Yeah, but that's not the fun part. The fun part was The fun part is dropping my power for a second and walking up and cold approaching, or getting a choosing signal and going in. And that's not the most alpha thing in the world, and that might be wasting a little bit of time. And that might, whatever. You can insert there. But when I was able to spark attraction off that and play the game where, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not like needy, it was actually very, very fun. And I would get into flow states and I would feel happy and healthy in that moment, relief of stress, and like fulfilled in that moment, to be honest with you. Like a couple times I'd be running game and I'd be like, this is all I want to do with my life. I'm so happy right now. Like, if I just taught men how to do this, I would be like happy every day. But, at the end of it, when you think about teaching other men that shit, right? Is that what you really love? Is that what you really love, or is it just doing it that you love? You see what I'm saying? When it comes to this self-development stuff, I want to share it because I don't want to hold on to it myself, and because, like, I know that it'll benefit you guys more than it'll just benefit me holding on to it. So I really want to share it. Not to mention, if I don't talk, it's not going to get ingrained in my brain, so I have to talk anyways, and I have to get it out, right? So then I'm doing a good thing when I put it out there for you guys. So I have to. But when it comes to sharing game with guys, or like boot camps, and actually like having them approach girls in front of me, I really, really couldn't do that, because it's like cringy, number one. Number two, I wish that I was talking to that girl, not them. Girls are like rare. Like, the ones that you want to approach are rare. And then this guy's gonna go approach her with your game. Like, that would be torture to me. So I couldn't do that, right? And so I couldn't give my life to it. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of my life, if I looked back, all I did was help guys with their sexuality. But you can redirect sexuality into bigger things in life and create things for the human race that are even bigger than just sex, right? So that's not what I'm doing. So that's why the self-help stuff is even more important to me, because this could change the whole world, and it actually helps me at the same time. And yeah, if other guys use it to go out and if another guy uses it to come over and cock block me eventually in life, well, dude, that means I fucking really spread it, and I'm proud of myself if that ever happens. If I randomly run into one of you guys out there, and then you steal a girl from me or some shit because your game is so good, well, dude, whatever, We'll see if that happens one day, Or you steal a business from me or whatever. I don't know. Whatever it is. Like, you come into my space and you challenge me, that's good, because then I made myself get better by making somebody else better than me, and now I'm motivated. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of good there. And so when I say always wins, this is to remind myself that some people aren't always winning. And sometimes when you think you're winning, you're not. And you need to check yourself if you're happy or not. Can you be happy in a relationship? Completely? Monogamous? For me, probably not. Probably not. And I'm not, and I'm very actually, I'm more, I'm less like outgoing and trying to fuck as many girls as I can, but I definitely want to have multiple lovers in my life. I know this. So, no, I couldn't. So I gotta be honest with myself there. You see what I'm saying? Could I be happy with one coaching business and a YouTube channel? No. Putting out a book, is that gonna make me happy? No. Would I be happy with a rap career and just shows every day and groupies every day and getting followed around by TMZ? No. See, you got to look at the bad and the good of both aspects of whatever you think you want. And you got to accept the bad because you love the good so much. The TMZ shit, I probably wouldn't be down with that Like, just look at Justin Bieber. He hates it. The groupies would get kind of old. Um, and you would just feel like a hot girl that, like, is getting used for your looks all the time. Which, it's not super bad, you know what I mean? But, like, it's not super validating either. It's kind of low and shallow. Um, and, so, no. And also, you're probably gonna get controlled. Now, Russ is doing it in the rap game, so that's dope. I would be more like towards like a Russ type of thing, but I can't see myself working on music every day for the rest of my life. I like words more than music. I could see myself talking every day for the rest of my life. I could see myself speaking. I could see myself influencing others with my emotions and my awareness. So that's what I'm leaning more towards these days. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna rap though, if I don't feel like it. And that, see what I'm saying? And so I might rap, I might run game. I'm a balanced individual. Now some of you might need to be more extreme because that's what you want to do in life. That's what your calling is. That's what you feel. I like to absorb awareness and give it out to people so that they can go live the all-star lives. You guys can go live the all-star lives. I'll just be like pretty good at everything. I'll just be the wise one who fucking observed. I'll sit back. I'm chill with that. I'm chill with that because that means I'm actually the best at observing. I'm the best at awareness. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. And that's basically it. So like some of you guys want to fuck every girl you can in the world. I don't. I want the ones that like couldn't get their eyes off me. You want the ones that you had to fight to like convince. I want the ones that like me and her couldn't like we like shook. Like I've had times where I would be like with a girl and we were just trying to like kick it next to each other and we would start shaking. She would start shaking and then like and we'd like be about to hook up and we'd both be like shaking and like trembling on each other while we're fucking. Like it was insane. And then she moved, but that was a dope ass connection too, because we had a deep ass connection too, and that's totally cool that she's gone now. But we had that fucking real ass connection and shit. And she comes around liking my posts and stuff all the time, so I know I'm still in her mind and shit. But like that's like that happens. And so I don't waste my time with the shit that's not gonna be the best. So I'm always on the look for the best. And if a girl's like eyeing me and giving me that fucking hardcore stare, or if I really like this girl's look, I'm gonna go approach her. I'm gonna go say what's up, and I will always do that, and I always want to be able to do that. So I don't want to limit myself. And it's been a while since I have done that. I haven't ran games since like January 1st, and so it's almost been 2 months. And so I want to make sure that I do it a couple times a month, or not a month, but a year at least, maybe a month. Yeah, a month. I want to be social. I want to be running game a few times a month, not just running game, but like talking to females. And the billionaire would tell you, no, that's a waste of time. That's not optimizing. Well, dude, the chances of living to being a billionaire, and making it there while you're still youthful, and somehow living and being happy are very small. So I'm looking at my life and I'm like, yo, having friends made me happy, and vibing with girls made me happy. Rapping made me happy. Being creative in multiple different endeavors in different ways made me happy. I want that freedom to create. If it doesn't make me a billionaire, that's fine. If I only make $1 million from it, that's fine. If I only make a couple $100,000, that's fine. I definitely won't be some mediocre 9 to 5er though. I'll tell you that much, because I did sacrifice all the other bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm just tasting the best life has to offer. So that's what I consider always winning to me. What is your definition of winning? And make sure you're always in alignment with that and always be winning no matter what. No matter if you're taking losses. And keep that in mind too. You're starting a business. This thing gets banned. This thing goes down. This thing doesn't work. Those are losses, right? Kind of, because if you keep going and you keep learning, you're still in the winning mode because you're accumulating more knowledge and more awareness, which is only going to help you. Like, I don't see how that could hurt you. And yeah, maybe you got permanently banned for something. You're permanently kicked off the market. You're permanently this, you're permanently that. New doorways open, always. So if you're always looking for those new doorways, you're always winning. Life doesn't stop.